Hello everyone and welcome to the breakdown of the Major League Paintball 2024 NXL World Cup Extravaganza Championship, whatever you want to call it. So this one we're going to go over the Dorito side. Be sure to check out the other videos for the middle and the snake side. If you can't tell, I'm doing this virtually, so we're going to see how this goes. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. And be sure to support those that support the channel. So thanks to ProEdge for sponsoring this video. So yeah, click the link down in the description down below. So let's look at this Dorito side. So coming out, let's start further back. So something that we saw in the middle video was the fact that there's a lot of these drop shots. So I think anytime you're running and gunning out, or if you're running out, trying to stay low is definitely going to be your best friend, just because of the fact that the paint can only drop so low as you're trying to get out of the off the box. So you can see there's a lot of these different shots that can come over the top. So you just want to make sure that you're really digging. I would still try to run and gun, see what you can get away with, and then see, okay, if this person comes here, they can shoot this while I go here, and that protects me or whatever. So, you know, you can definitely look at all that. But this little guy here, something that we noticed was maybe the home shooting through here. I don't know how effective that shot's going to be, but yeah. And of course, you don't have to worry about the snake coming out off the break here. So let's look at this this little W. So coming up to this little W, not standing on top of it. Actually, staying a little higher would be helpful. So you do have some drop shots into the corner. If someone's in the tower, unless they're playing sloppy, I don't think you're going to be able to eliminate them. Same thing with like the middle stuff here. But let's look. You could shoot through the middle and maybe help out with stopping someone from making the move from this wedge to this wedge. So someone diving out to here to shoot through there could possibly be something that just kind of puts a thorn in the side of the players there. So that could be something that's beneficial, but you know, you'll have to see how much that helps. Standing over the top, so you can use this little nub sometimes. You do have a shot through here, but I would rather do that from the side just to have more coverage and less chance getting shot over the top. But I don't know how effective it's going to be, just because it's such a small gap to shoot through to stop them from getting out. There might be a chance that you can shoot the bottom section of the Dorito here and it bounces in. It's a possibility. I don't know how helpful that's going to be, but yeah, this looks like more of a transition type bunker to get out. So let's look at this little Dorito. Now this little Dorito, for sure, you're not doing anything to help down the wire, but at least you could shoot through the middle. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting layout. I like the fact that you can make moves through the middle, but then you have guys like this on the Dorito side that are able to shoot into there in the same way that in some spots in the snake, and be sure to check that video out, and in the middle, be sure to check that one out too, that they can shoot into a lot of these gaps on the D side. So you definitely want to be going hard and checking off people that you are every time you go through a gap. Like I said, you're not helping anyone down the wire, just the way that the Doritos are set up. You're not going to be able to stop anyone. But if you wrap, and let me drop down so we can really get a good look at this. You could probably use this tower to block you out and get some shots in. I wonder if there's actually a little bounce off there. I don't think it's going to be super effective, but it might be something. Same thing like off here, off into that tower, could be something. But coming up into, whoa, that just zoomed on me. Coming into this tower, so looking at, again, these shots going into the middle, it's going to be tough. If people are looking through here, they have you're going to have to book it through here. So this tower would be good to help with stopping that movement. And if we can look down the wire, oh my gosh, this is killing me. I'm just trying to tap it real softly. There we go. So wrapping this tower, of course, the other tower is going to be able to shoot through here just because the Doritos are outset. If they're already in the Dorito, you shooting down the wire is not going to be good. It's not going to help your Dorito player at all, because they can come and wrap and still eliminate your player here. So when you're wrapping, if there is someone that's here, you really want to make sure that you just have an eye on that, because they can take a step out, shoot you, and then dive in and be completely safe. But wrapping, you can see the outside of this Dorito and any movement from that little W going out. So this could be another good one to come here, and then also shooting into the home if they're trapped there, someone to shoot into the middle here. This might be where some of these bounces will kind of come in. I don't know that this second pin would help with that, but could be something. And then over the top into this Aztec could be really good too. Let's look at the inside. So we already saw some of the inside here, and then good, some more drop shots. So like this is a decent bunker to get into for sure. Let's look at this Dorito. So this Dorito, same thing, being able to shoot heads up and stop their movement. So maybe you have a player that's already gone wide coming into here, could be helpful. There might be a bounce off this to go into this beam into the other Dorito. It's a possibility. You have the same shots inside, so that's, yeah. So me as a middle end Dorito player, maybe playing the snake here too, I have no idea. But looking at this is just telling me that, yeah, you really got to be booking to get through these gaps and make sure that you're not getting caught off guard because someone is posting that way. But yeah, shooting heads up looks like it could be helpful. So even if there's a player trying to wrap on the outside of the tower, this Dorito is able to shoot back. Just like we saw, they have the same shot back. So it would stop them from being able to make that move. And the fact that this Dorito is outset, if they try to dive, they have to make it through a big gap through here that you can see them the whole way, have time to roll off and shoot into, or if they try to come around and try to crawl up, it's not going to work from that Dorito. So that could definitely be an option. And then wrapping into this Aztec, and then some blind shots. So if you wrap, you could shoot into this Aztec here as well as into the corner. And yeah, so I like this Dorito. This is definitely a good one. So let's get into this one, and I'm gonna turn so we can kind of wrap a little bit here. All right, so that same Aztec there, and into this gap as well. Man, there's a lot of it's gonna be interesting. So it doesn't really seem like you're really attacking anything from this Dorito. You could maybe get inside and crawl if someone is down your wire, but we already saw that other Dorito, I'm pretty sure, is going to be able to shoot through here. And then this Aztec, unless you're hugging the beam, if you go out a little bit, they can shoot through here. This wedge might be able to do that same shot as well. So if you're not hugging this, it's really going to depend on where they're at. So let me move up a little bit more into this Dorito. And yeah, this isn't terrible. It's not. It's kind of like the snake. If you watch the snake video, it seems like it's a lot like the snake, because you're not getting crazy shots further back. It looks like you have to get further up into the field. So let's look at this this 50. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this 50, and I'm gonna crouch a little bit so we can get more of a actual view here. Yeah, this is where you're going to start to get a lot more shots, I can tell. So the fact that you could come around and shoot into this wedge and into this tower is definitely good. Maybe surprise the wedge that's here. Coming around, though, would definitely be an issue. So the wedge and the Aztec and this Aztec, and the can't really see it, and this Dorito can sort of see it, but not really. This outside, when you start trying to wrap around here, there's a couple people that can see it. So it's not like, honestly, both tapes are kind of like this, where you are not able to just wrap real hard and not be seen. You have to make sure that you're playing smart. So let's get into their Dorito and see if that changes much. Yeah, I mean, get into their Dorito, you can start to shoot into the 50, like the same thing that we saw with the snake. Being able to just get better angles. It's just the issue is trying to get out. So going from this Dorito to this one, even if there's still somebody that's alive at the end, that you're like, you have the whole Dorito side blown and you're able to go down, it's not a guarantee because they can shoot into all these gaps. So you just have to be careful. I mean, you really have to book it into each of these gaps. I think that's what you're going to have to do is really just dive real hard across there and make sure that you're checking off all those inside bunkers and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so I don't know that there's really a whole lot more that we can look at here. Let's look at this Dorito. Of course, you get to their side, it's going to get a lot better. That's just the way that paintball works, just like the snake side, like we saw in that video. So if you haven't checked out the middle and snake side videos, be sure to go ahead and do that. Thanks to ProEds for sponsoring this video, and wanted to shout out this new thing that I have. So I'm doing online coaching now, so there's some options there for you. Basically, you're going to be sending me footage of you playing, practicing, drilling, whatever, and I'm going to go through and critique it just like any other critique that I do. So depending on what tier you're a part of, you're going to be able to send up to that amount. And I know that it says, only 15 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, but that is not the length of the video that you're getting back. I'm going to be nitpicky. I'm going to make sure that you are getting every cent worth of content to make sure that you are really learning from all the little minute things that happen in paintball that will help make you a better player. So even like, let's say the watch tier is 15 minutes, the video might be 35, 40 minutes, just because I'm trying to be nitpicky. And then of course you have the learn tier, the win tier, and the team tier. Win is also available as a team option, but yeah, so there's a couple different ones that you can pick from. So just launched this, so I appreciate everyone that I've already talked to a little bit about it and teased it. But yeah, so that is the Dorito side. Tell me what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you all at World Cup.